Okay, well, I'm going to invite up two of my friends, Eli and Courtney. And, yeah, y'all give them a hand as they're coming up here. You know, I don't know about you, but LifeGroup has been one of those things during COVID that has just encouraged me so much. And just being able to gather together in community. And we have been so, just envisioned by life groups and how God is using those to create connection and community in our midst. And over the next few weeks, we're going to be sharing some testimonies from Life Group. And so this morning, I'm privileged to have Eli and Courtney here with us. So Eli, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves and how you guys got connected to Life Group?
Great. Is this on? Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Ben. As Ben said, my name is Eli. This is my wonderful wife, Courtney. We've been married for just under 2.5 years, and we came here from Houston. We were a part of Antioch in Houston, had an amazing community there and loved it. But God provided a way for us to come here to Fort Worth, and it was clear that that was what we were going to do. So we came here, and we knew that we wanted to visit Antioch here in Fort Worth. And when we came the first time, it was a parking lot service just like this. We knew absolutely no one, and we really didn't need to do anything to get connected to Life Group. We just really needed to respond to the invitations that God made available to us and that others made available to us. Because what happened when we came here was that the wonderful Cody and Kayla Daly just made it their mission to make sure that we felt welcome, that we had a place to sit, that we had seats. I don't even remember if we had. I think we had seats, but if we didn't, they would have made sure that we had them. And they just made us feel so welcome. And within about 5 minutes of being here and singing with people and worshiping, Courtney turned to me and said, "This is home. Like, this is where we're supposed to be." And so after that, they invited us to the Life Group, the Daily Harper Woods Life Group, and that's how we originally got connected.
That's awesome. Amen. Courtney, can you tell us just a little bit about how during COVID specifically, Life Group has encouraged you guys as a couple or individually?
Yeah, well, as Eli was saying, we moved here in October, and one of our biggest fears really moving to a new city in the middle of a pandemic was a lack of community. I mean, it's difficult to get to know people when so many things are over video chat, or meeting in person is few and far between. And so anyway, I'm really thankful that our life group has been so creative in meeting in person or meeting on Zoom. They've done a really good job of having Zoom or in-person options. And for us, that's been really awesome since we've had different quarantine needs. And so even though we've only been here a couple of months, we already feel so at home and welcome and connected, and have been able to meet with people and attend life group and already feel like we have friends in Fort Worth, which is such a huge answered prayer for us, and God's really provided that through life group.
Amen. Amen. And Eli, can you just wrap us up? What encouragement would you give to someone who's feeling disconnected or discouraged in this season specifically?
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that it seems like all we've really needed to do has been to respond to the invitations that God and that other people have made available to us. I think that it's a really powerful and important thing that our vision for community here is in Acts 2, because that's not just an invitation for some people, it's for all the believers. And so there are people who are walking in that vision and who are going out of their way to make other people feel welcome. And when you are approached by someone like that, you are also acting according to God's vision when you receive that invitation. And you can also take that upon yourself to, go out and do that for someone else who may be feeling disconnected. We've just been overwhelmed by, not just in Antioch and Fort Worth, but in Houston as well. It's just a part of God's kingdom for people to go out and engage the outsider and to invite them in. And since coming to Fort Worth, we've been so welcomed by our life group. Like I said, Cody and Kayla, and then Matthew and Victoria Yarnell also invited us to their life group, and we're so welcoming. So we're just thankful to be a part of this community, and yeah.
Amen. Y'all give it up for Eli and Courtney. Come on.